Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, then my name is Aditi and I make videos related to fertility or infertility or fertility. I don't know what to call it really. Basic lifestyle. I would like to thank all of you for joining in this journey with me and it means a lot. Today's video I will be talking about the procedure of IUI in India and I'll be segregating this video into three different parts. So it would be pre-IUI, the IUI procedure itself, and then post-IUI. That would include the costs and everything. I'm from Delhi and the costs would be as per here and it might vary. So for any of you who is new here, I've had 3 failed IUIs and I have been trying to conceive for past 3 years. I'll give a short history. So I have had an ectopic, 3 failed IUIs, a chemical pregnancy. So yeah, and if you would like to watch the previous videos, then I'll link it in the description as well as in the I button so that you can go and watch those videos and see the journey so far so that you can relate to it even more. And I would like to say that any of you who is going through this, I know this is the most difficult thing that we will go through in our lives, and let's all be strong and let's all be positive and let's all have hope. So that is the only thing that can really make a difference. And yeah, so let's get into the video. So here I'll be discussing about my journey, and I think this is a common procedure and protocol that is being followed everywhere throughout the world. But if there is anything different that your doctor does, like किसी को follicle stimulating medicines दिया जाता है, कोई injections लेते हैं, तो that might differ. Starting with pre-IUI. Now pre-IUI जो प्रोसीजर होता है उसमें सबसे पहले तो आप प्रीनेटल वाइटामिन, आपको फॉलिक एसिड या कुछ आपका ऑलरेडी ऑन रहता है. एंड सिंस आई हैव PCOS, मेरा मेटफॉर्मिन ऑन था, तो ये दोनों मेडिसिन तो मैं रेगुलरली ले रही थी. आई वाज टेकिंग मेटफॉर्मिन 500 mg ट्वाइस अ डे. सो फ्रॉम डे 3 to day 7 फॉलिकल स्टिमुलेटिंग मेडिसिन इज बीइंग गिवन. एंड देन फ्रॉम डे 9 और 10 हमारा जो फॉलिकल मॉनिटरिंग होता है वो स्टार्ट हो जाता है टू सी द एग साइज एंड हाउ मेनी फॉलिकल्स आर ग्रोइंग एंड मतलब डोमिनेंट फॉलिकल है भी या नहीं, क्या how is your body responding to the follicle stimulating medicine. And then when your follicle size reaches up to 20 mm, so 18 to 20 mm तक का जब हो जाता है, which is approximately around day 13 or 14, तो you take a trigger shot. Now the trigger shot is HCG. So here I'll show you I'll be considering my first IUI and I'll be showing you my follicle monitoring report of my first IUI cycle. तो ये मेरा follicle monitoring का report है. नाउ यू कैन सी कि जब मेरा फॉलिकल 20 mm तक रीच हो गया तो हमने 18 to 20 mm के बीच में था, तो हमने HCG शॉट लिया विच इज़ कॉल्ड द ट्रिगर शॉट. ट्रिगर शॉट से ओव्यूलेशन होता है जिसकी वजह से जो फॉलिकल है उसके अंदर से हमारा जो एग है वो रिलीज होता है, गोज इनटू द ट्यूब, देयर इट fuses and then it goes back into the uterus through the tube and it implants in the uterus. And after that what happens is what my doctor did was, a lot of doctors don't really check अगर follicle आपका ovulate हुआ है कि नहीं, अगर आपका मतलब egg ovulate हुआ है कि नहीं, and वो directly आपको 48 hours के बाद, मतलब आपके trigger shot, HCG trigger shot के 48 hours के बाद वो आपको बुलाते हैं क्लिनिक में and then they do the IUI. एंड मेरी जो डॉक्टर थी उन्होंने पहले मतलब ट्रिगर शॉट लेने के नेक्स्ट डे भी फॉलिकल मॉनिटरिंग करवाया, उसके नेक्स्ट डे भी करवाया टू सी कि ओव्यूलेशन हुआ है कि नहीं. तो ट्रिगर शॉट लेने के 48 आवर्स के बाद मेरा ओव्यूलेशन हो गया था. तो उसके बाद 48 आवर्स या 72 आवर्स के बाद मेरा ओव्यूलेशन हो गया था. तो उसके बाद फिर हमने IUI के लिए हम लोग गए डॉक्टर के पास. नाउ लेट्स कम टू द IUI प्रोसीजर इटसेल्फ. ऑन द डे ऑफ IUI बेसिकली मैं जिस हॉस्पिटल में जा रही थी तो वहाँ पे मतलब IUI is generally performed in the IVF section of the hospital and they coordinate with the doctor, जो डॉक्टर को आप देख रहे हो. and they so basically क्या होता है, सबसे पहले तो you and your husband go together obviously because they have to give the specimen or the sample, and then sample जाता है टेस्टिंग के लिए. तो there is this centrifuge जिसमें वो उसको क्लीन करते हैं and then it takes approximately 45 to 60 minutes for that process. and after that they give you a thumbs up, मतलब जो वहाँ पे टेक्नीशियंस है वो आपको थम्स अप देते हैं कि ठीक है, सब कुछ ठीक है, आपका काउंट अच्छा है, सब बढ़िया है, नाउ यू कैन गो एंड परचेज अ कैथेटर. तो बेसिकली कैथेटर इज यूज्ड टू inseminate you. So after 60 minutes of going into the center, and catheter is like up. So basically it's a very thin tube like structure with injection at the end. एंड उसमें बेसिकली दे टेक द सैम्पल एंड देन दे इंजेक्ट. तो आप जाके कैथेटर परचेज करते हो एंड उसके बाद यू लेट द डॉक्टर नो, द डॉक्टर कम्स एंड देन यू they take you into the room and then you are in a position of, and obviously वो आपको 4-5 बार चेक करवाते कि भाई देख लो आपका ही हस्बैंड का ही सैम्पल है, बिकॉज यू नो goof ups happen. तो कोई गुड न्यूज़ मूवी नहीं चाहिए यहाँ पे. So yeah, so they first make sure that you know that it is the same sample, they mark it and everything. Also वो आपसे एक consent form sign करवाते हैं जब आप sample दे रहे हो उसी टाइम पे कि you know मतलब ये हम बस ये प्रोसेस कर रहे हैं, बट यू नो हाउ द बेबी विल कम, मतलब इफ़ देयर इज़ एनी इशूज़ लाइक डाउन सिंड्रोम या ऐसे कुछ, तो वी आर नॉट रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर इट. तो ऑब्वियसली इट इज़ जस्ट एन अंडरटेकिंग, वो तो नेचुरल में भी नोबडी कैन डू एनीथिंग. एनीवे, तो ये होता है. उसके बाद नाउ कमिंग टू द IUI प्रोसीजर, दे मेक यू लाई इन द रूम इन द सेम पोजिशन एज इन द TVS ultrasound, and उसके बाद the doctor uses a speculum to open you up down there, and उसके बाद they take the vial, the sample, and into the catheter, and then they reach to the uterus through the cervical opening, and they inject or inseminate you with a sample, and that's it. So the actual IUI procedure itself takes 2 minutes. Hardly, but the process of it leading up to this is long, like 1.5-2 hours तो लग जाते हैं सब कुछ करने में. उसके बाद you are supposed to lie down there for 15 to 20 minutes at least, and then you can leave, you have to go see the doctor then. उसके बाद the doctor will write what you're supposed to do. So you know, people say that you know you should like you should, to help with implantation you need to not take steps or not do certain chores and stuff like that, but I don't think that really matters because it's so small and so minute inside. मतलब कि if it has to happen it will happen anyway, and if it doesn't have to happen it's not going to happen. So I don't know, but still people take extra precautions because we go through so much, so why not, right? There's no harm in it. So after that you'll go see the doctor, and doctor आपको सारे medicines लिख के देते हैं. तो basically आपको मतलब मेरी doctor they keep you on progesterone for next 14 days to help with the implantation thing. So they keep you on progesterone tablet, they give you that, and then you're already taking your folic acid and your metformin if you have PCOS, and on day 12, on day 14 you're supposed to take a urine pregnancy test, and if it comes positive then you're supposed to let the doctor know. If not, then you stop the progesterone, and then you get your periods within 2 to 3 days of stopping the progesterone. If you don't get it, then you go see the doctor again for you know the next steps or whatever. So that is the actual IUI process itself. Now I will not even discuss how tormenting those 14 days are, like when you symptom spot each and everything that's happening in your body. So that is the most tormenting thing that we make ourselves go through, and I think that stress is so much. Oh my god. Anyway, now let's come to the post IUI. In post IUI I would like to discuss the costs involved, because infertility is expensive, right? I mean, these process, it's physically, emotionally and financially draining, and yeah, so we cannot ignore these factors. Coming to the costs of it, so I have it all written down here. The doctor visit would be in Delhi. My doctor's visit would be 1500 rupees, 1000 to 1500. So I will be taking everything into consideration. After that, I was given Letrose because my body responds much better to Letrose than to Clomid or Cyphene. I was given Letrose 2.5 mg, which cost 200 rupees. Now coming to the follicle monitoring, where I am from, here the follicle monitoring cost is 1000 rupees per sitting. So now it depends कि आपका डॉक्टर आपको कितने follicle monitoring करवा रहे हैं, कितने 48 hours पे करवाते हैं. My doctor used to get me follically monitored every 24 hours because my follicles grow really fast. So from day 9 now जब तक rupture नहीं हुआ है, तो day 9, day 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, तो I would consider 6 sittings of follicle monitoring, which would be 6000 rupees for me. After that, HCG shot is for 500 rupees, and to take the shot I have to go to the hospital in the emergency and the nurse gives it to me, so that costs 200 rupees approx. After the IUI procedure itself, so for the sample cleaning, they take 2500 to 3000 rupees for that. After that, the catheter that you get, that is 100 to 200. Then there is procedure cost. So the procedure cost would be, I think, 2500. And after that, there's doctor visit cost. That will vary or depend कि कोई doctor ले रहा है, कोई procedure में ले रहा है, तो I don't know how that works, but I used to give doctor visit cost, so that would be 1500. And after that, the progesterone medicine that they give, it comes quite expensive, so you know it's almost 400 to 600 rupees का. आपका मैं overall एक IUI का cost बताऊँ तो that would be around 10 to 14,000 depending on the city that you are in. एंड या तो आप मिनिमम 10,000 तो लेके चलो किसी भी सिटी में, एंड मैक्सिमम आई थिंक 14,000 से ऊपर नहीं जाता. तो या दैट इज़ द कॉस्ट ऑफ गेटिंग वन IUI डन, एंड द इमोशनल कॉस्ट इज़ nowhere to be compared, but yeah. So this is how IUI is performed. And now I'd like to mention few points. I was very lucky because when the doctor inseminated, like they put the cannula through the cervix and to the uterus, and it is painful for a lot of women. For me, I did not even feel it. So doctor wrote that cannulation easy. I was lucky there. So yes, that is all in all how an IUI is performed in India. I think everywhere it is performed a similar way, and it's a very hassle-free process. It's non-invasive, and if you conceive through it, then I think it's the best thing that happens, because you don't have to go through the process of IVF. I'm very scared of IVF. So yeah, that's that. If you have any questions, do let me know in the comments, and I'll be more than happy to answer each one of you. I'll be linking the playlist in the description as well as on the I button. You can go check it all out. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you in my next video. Till then, bye.